Hey everyone, today we're going to be looking at the 2018 vinyl reissue of U2's Achtung Baby. Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for another video. So yeah, in 2018 U2 reissued Achtung Baby on vinyl. I'd not owned this album on vinyl before, I'd only had the CD version, so I was really glad to get this as a Christmas present. So I'm going to show you what you get with this. I'm not particularly going to review the album as such, I'm sure you know about it by now, but I'm going to show you what you would get if you were to buy the 2018 vinyl reissue of this classic album. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Here's the front cover. As you can see, it looks pretty much identical to the original front cover to me. Great montage of pictures there. Now the back of the album, this is slightly different to the original. So you will see where Adam Clayton once left nothing to the imagination, now there's a big crossover a certain area there. I don't blame him for having that bit crossed out. I'm sure it seemed like a good idea at the time, but nearly 30 years later, I think I want that covering up as well. Let's just take a closer look at some of the things on the back cover here. See there, side 1 and side 2 track listings, and there's side 3 and 4 track listings because this is a double album. Nothing particularly interesting down in this bottom corner, it's just the copyright details there showing you the 2018 release, but made in the Czech Republic if that's of interest to you, but nothing massively of interest down there. So that's the outside of the album. Let's take a look inside. It's not a gatefold despite it being a double album. Everything's contained just within the one sleeve. So we'll pull this out and we'll take a look at the contents. So that's the sticker that came on the shrink wrap with the album. Remastered and pressed on 180 gram double vinyl, includes digital download. And there is your download card. I'm not going to show you the code so you can't nick my download. We've then got a single sheet which has the album lyrics on each side and credits. What I will show you is down in this bottom corner here. There you go, you just see some original album credits there. There's then a shiny album sleeve here. The records don't come in this, they come in separate polyline sleeves, but this has been included as a nice touch. I'll get you a close-up of this in a second. What I would like to know is, was this on the original vinyl? Because I've never owned this on vinyl before. If you could tell me that, I'd be interested to know that. Just going to get you some close-ups here of the text that's on this. So you've got the original credits there, recording details, special thanks, mastering details, 20th anniversary edition details, thanks to, sleeve designs, and then you've got 2018 remaster details there. You can see it was engineered at Bernie Grunman Mastering, so that's always a good sign. What we're now left with is the two albums themselves, so let's open these up and see what's inside. Okay, so this is side 1 you'll see here. This is in a black polyline sleeve, so that comes out lovely and smooth. Here's a full view of side 1 for you. And there's a close-up for you of side 1. Here's side 2, which has some more information on it. And there's a close-up for you, so it even shows you side 1 details on here, track lengths, etc., and the details of this side, which is side 2. And then you've just got some copyright information down at the bottom there. And then we've got the second disc, which is very similar. It's in the black polyline sleeve, comes out really nice and easily. Here's side 3. And a close-up of that for you. Flip that over to side 4. And like on the first disc, you'll see that it's got the information for both sides on there. Side 3 and side 4 being this side, and again just the copyright information down at the bottom. So that's what you get inside the record. What about the record itself? Well, I have had a listen to it. It's an album that I've loved ever since it came out. Zoo Station, which I used to think was the worst possible record to test a hi-fi system on. I don't think that anymore. I think it's a fantastic one to test a system on now, and that opening really has lots of punch to it. Sounds really nice. Traditionally, my least favourite song on the album has always been Who's Gonna Ride Your Wild Horses, but I really enjoyed it on this vinyl. The Edge's guitar effects, the sort of soundscape that you hear all over the album just sounds better than I've ever heard it before, and I didn't mind listening to it even though I've never really liked that song. Mysterious Ways, the bass was awesome. I absolutely loved that. That sounded fantastic. And I knew when I was listening to it for the first time that the song I was really looking forward to was at the end, Love Is Blindness. And that certainly didn't disappoint. It sounds really good on this reissue. So overall, I'm really pleased with this. It's great to get hold of this classic album on vinyl at last. If you're looking at buying it yourself, I hope this has been a useful overview of what you get if you buy this album. I'd certainly recommend it. If you've got any comments about this album or any questions about what I've just shown you, please let me know in the comments. It'd be lovely to hear from you, and please feel free to have a look at some of my other videos. I'm going to be doing Zooropa album unboxing shortly because I've just received that as well, so please feel free to have a look at that. Thanks very much. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers.